Hey guys, it's Typhon coming at you with another game of Hades 2. We're gonna try for the final testament for the skull. 20 fear Typhon. Lower healing, 7-minute timer, just 2 levels of rivals for harder bosses. Give away the first boon, harder armored foes, and coming from the next region. The idea is if we can get out of the second zone, we'll be able to convert it to victory, and if we don't get out of the second zone, then we'll be fine.
Typhon shall remain.
So the Medea skull, basically, you get like stronger attacks and specials. Maybe it's just specials. We're gonna go here to the Chaos Spoon. We're just gonna be greedy. You gotta believe, you know. You got to believe. All right, no money. This is fine here. This is fine.
Should be manageable.
With these doors, you can often just not get some money. All right, so HP and Medea, and then definitely Demeter, obviously Demeter. We're just gonna get the HP first, don't ask me why.
Good evening.
Well, don't just stand there, sister. We've a war here to perpetuate. Stand clear. What's this?
Oh right, we can't get any money here. Oh well, that stinks. You know, it's fine. I forgot. I was like, we won't be getting money anyway. It's this place. Well, you know, we run into the man himself. Well, it doesn't matter who wins.
Stay where you are.
You know. Oh, the timer does pause for the Hercules room though, so at least there's that.
That's that.
And we don't even talk to him. Alright, so I don't really believe in Hera's boons, but I guess we can get them anyway.
To all the enemies of
How much has changed with time? It's not as often that I see familiar faces such as yours, or hateful ones.
You've always seemed to have ways of making them understand, Lady Medea. Though, do you find you miss living among mortals?
Locating live subjects for my research used to be easier, but that exception notwithstanding, no. A few true friends are better than 1,000 friendly, feigning strangers.
Alright, so a little bit of life. We'll just take the MP,
Excellent.
and maybe we can get like a tie-in boon for it later. Alright. Demeter, and hopefully we'll get something good. We might have needed to delay it. I don't know how the boon with this selection. I know, like, you know, once you get a certain amount of gods, that's all you'll get for the day. You know, you won't get like 12 of them unless you make it happen, but
Shades, you're free.
like you're somewhat more likely to get the ones that show up on your screen constantly, the attack and special boons and stuff. Alright, so cast for freeze, sprint for gust I think is better here. No, we'll take cast freeze because we need proper freezing on something. I don't know where we're going to get our damage in this build. Hera? I guess.
Queen Hera.
I don't see why you keep heading this way. But
Alright, so special for Hitch, I guess. The alternative is making that heroic and giving it a level, but we don't need that. I guess we'll just take... I mean, we gotta get some damage in this build, or this run's gonna be over before it starts.
You.
Max HP from one of those bit rooms is basically as good as it gets.
Where to from here?
And hope to get, like, armor sundering, maybe? Whenever I started playing this game, I was like, man, Hephaestus boons have got to be the best. I no longer believe that. I think they're very good for a beginner, though, because they don't need anything else to work. Alright, why am I in here? There we go. But, you know, the Hera, it's damage, but, like, is it enough? I don't know. Maybe.
Run into no-eyed polyphemus,
Alright, armor melting. Good, good, good. This is one where it's like level 20 if you get it normally, but at level 4, it does like 20% if you get it normally. But if you get it at level 4... from the old pomegranate, suddenly, you know, those extra levels really add up on it. And I guess we try, wait, where would the Ares one go? I guess we can try to get the Hex? I don't know. I don't want to get another god in this build that's bad. We've already got 3, and the 4th one, you know, I would like it to be something good. Like, why not Hera on the attack and Aphrodite on the special? But you know, this is what you get for not taking rerolls. Alright. Night Bloom, which actually does huge damage depending on, like, what room you're in. We transform the minor reward into a heart, feels good. And of course, because of the Chaos Curse, we end up with nothing to buy in the shop, but that's okay. We'll make up for it in the next zone. If we win this fight.
Cyclops. Oh, I quite like it here. As much as I've enjoyed experimenting in my little corner of this...
If only I could say the same for your various toxins, venoms, poisons, and such, Lady Medea. Doesn't the will of Night forbid the use of certain substances?
Is that so? I'm not entirely caught up on all the latest bylaws, but you have bigger problems here than a bit of sour blood.
Nice.
If you just notice you're poisoned early enough, it's fine, but you know, how can you? The thing about the skull is, when you're charged, you're invulnerable. Or less vulnerable. So you can just, you know, charge right through things that, you know, I don't know if it works for everything. I think there's some stuff that it doesn't, but maybe that's another defensive effect, and this one does work. But, you know, if you could just make yourself be patient. We still got plenty of time on the timer, right? It would be nice to hurry up a bit, though. Because the build right now suffers from being bad, but, you know, we don't need a high damage build to finish this game out. We just need to stay alive. Please. You know, it's a messy build. It doesn't do very good work, but we got out.
In we go.
Our healing effects are negative 25%, so the fountains will heal a little bit less than we're used to, but I mean it'll still be plenty. We should be able to make it up. Time for the old timepiece to make a lot of money. We can't quite afford that. It's a shame. Of course, the first boon here will be an onion again, but we're going to be able to, with the help of the timepiece, buy, you know, several boons in this area, and then in the next one it'll end up balancing out. The onion, I think, only really stings if you're using the keepsakes to get specific boons.
We'll go around. More boozes.
I think you only get like 300 for a nectar. It might just be like 200. We'd probably take it anyway, though, just to be safe. Well, no, we'll transform it and then get a heart. Smart. We should have like 1 or 2 more rooms before the shop, so.
Out of my sight.
Alright, we got the big guy. That guy hit me for 32. That guy's the big guy. Oh, that's probably what that sword on his marker means. Well, now I've got the worm.
Grow strong under the stars.
I walked the path.
Alright, we've got to sell one of the rewards from this room, but with it being the wheel room, they'll almost certainly give me something I don't want, but. Probably should have sold that nectar, but re-rolling into a centaur heart is great, you know, like, more HP, I'm not very good. That's what we need. Alright, here. Alright, we need to eat the onion first, so that the next boon we get can be good. You can totally play it where you get the onion and then you just skip boons and sell them from then on, and then because it, oh, we can,
Onion gold.
you know, we'll see, because I'm not actually sure if it makes me eat another onion, but I think that should have qualified the things. So that's actually excellent, right? Yeah, sure, you get rid of it, but hey, you turn it into 100 gold, or 150. I mean, you can get a higher ceiling for it doing something else, but. In here, we'll just transform this one into a hammer. Feels good. Alright. Specials deal more damage? Yeah. Alright, and then we get a Circe room.
And cube of ice. Bubble tea. Welcome.
And we'll give her some ambrosia.
You mentioned that you aren't certain whether to keep the
Oh, well then this one must be for keeping, naturally. Because last time my piggies definitely had their fill. I never realized Our Lady Hecate taught...
Headmistress taught me to protect myself, to stay focused, and much more. But what I know of generosity is certainly...
She's always such a nice girl.
Well, that is kind of you to say. But I'm not widely known for my...
You're most welcome.
And we get a chibi Cersei face.
I almost didn't recognize that animal familiar of yours. Which means you've
Yes,
made
we've got
use of alteration
a
of
spooky
familiar
little demon
forms.
frog.
Have your little beasts enjoyed the big change?
They've issued no complaints. The what?
Why, yes, of course. It's the familiar's equivalent to a change of dress or style.
Alright, so we can get more HP, but here, giving morph to random things, I mean... Do I want that more than 40 HP? I mean, I think so.
Go now with grace.
Felt that for sure.
Because that'll work on, I mean, armored foes. Not on act bosses, but probably on mini bosses. Yeah, see, look at that. You know, you, get it done. Alright, so here... You just take the money, and then we're gonna get money out of this chest. I'm like, we're on a clock. We aren't really, though. It's like, it's bad because my guys, the color of their abilities are still the same as mine, but since I'm lousy, like, I would never, you know, properly protect myself from that anyway. Alright, so we take this and try to get, like, a pomegranate onto the Hera, I guess. We've got plenty of MP. I mean, we do run through it sometimes, but at 180, plus we're getting 5 a room, you know, we don't need to worry about it, I don't think.
And now for you.
Alright, and then we purge this, because 300 gold for pomegranate is a very good trade. And then in the next shop, which I don't know if we're getting a mid shop here. I think not, because I think if you get Cersei in the mid, you don't get a mid shop.
Sailing on.
Poseidon.
Stand down.
I guess I would take his on the attack. Like, look, at this point, we just gotta get something, right? No, I mean, Poseidon's not ideal because Poseidon doesn't give us a status effect easily, but, you know.
The Trident Sigil.
Right on that very spot, once to them.
Alright, so... Sea Star? I mean, it's a little late for it, but why not, right?
Spectral gate activated. Lord Charon's ship. In the name of Hades.
Alright, I guess we just put it on the attack if it'll give it to us. It doesn't. Alright. Temporary armor. Sure. Alright. Eris Rivals fight, the last big challenge of the run. If we can get this, then we'll probably make it.
Ooh, this is my kind of night.
Even though
Real
my build's
feeling
weak.
frenzy out there. Like everything is just way more.
You never gave any consideration to the Oath of the Unseen, yet remain one of its main beneficiaries. Perhaps your mother Nyx did something for you after all.
You mean these occasional evenings of complete and total depravity are meant to make up for everything Nyx didn't do?
Man, like, I really wish, maybe we should have taken it on the gust, right? On the dash, but, you know, we'll, oh my goodness, we give away 90 damage there? Are you joking? You know, we let her get us into a corner. That's not ideal.
Looks like the tide's come in.
Alright, and then we can use these harpies to, this'll be our clue to victory, right? Because they'll be able to just charge in and take care of the business.
Isn't this fun?
No, 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 no. Okay. Alright, she keeps on summoning stuff. I've never had to fight her so long. This build is so bad. I'm just trying not to die, though. Wow. Oh, and this time all I get is a little fish for the summon. Feels bad. It doesn't even give you the whole school. And, of course, we lose stock anyway. Well, maybe we can do it without losing another one. Man, this build is bad. I hate this skull. It's probably really good, and I'm just, like, a terrible player. But, man, that boss fight must have taken 3.5 minutes. A very, very, very weak build. Look, at least the Prometheus and the Typhon fights aren't going to be souped up, but I worry about our ability to clear through them with this garbage that we're running around with. But, you know, maybe...
Sorceress?
Excellent.
Maybe we'll be able to turn it around. Oh my god, please, please. I hate this weapon so much. It's the worst.
Here goes.
I mean, not really. I'm sure it's fine. It's the Hera ability that's not good. It's my abilities and my build that are bad. The skull's probably fine. If I had Demeter on the special, I would like it. Alright, I guess this one, all these seem bad. This whole... Sometimes I get on this line of thought, though, and I'm like, look, if everything that you get is bad, then you probably are just doing it wrong. What are the chances that this weapon is uniquely bad among all the weapons in the game? Like, not very high, right? They're probably all okay. So if I'm just doing terribly, it's gotta be me. It can't be, you know, it's not the weapon's fault. You don't blame the sword because you can't swing it. Like, oh, it's too heavy, you're not smart, you can't build a sword right. Like, no, you're just a weakling, self. I will say that I hate this build, though. It doesn't have any teeth, right? It doesn't get any damage done.
Observe nearby.
Traitor.
And once again, we get away with selling the onion. Which, you know, you can get more money for something else, but it feels good to take this thing that was bad and make it good. You know, money is money, after all. I guess we just try to get, like, the Hera boon on the attack. Or we could try to, like, rarefy one up, and maybe that would help. Man, I really hate this weapon. But it's also, you know, it's just so bad. It's so bad. Unless it isn't, and it's me that's bad, which again is probably the case. It just can't do anything. It can't do anything. You sit there and it can't get any damage out. I mean, sure, my build's bad. It's not so bad that, like, every fight takes 4 times as long as I think it should, and they don't even have buffed HP. What a trash build.
In the name of Hades. I grow strong.
And we'll sell the pomegranate. I just, like, you know, this build is such trash. Maybe with that Omega damage now, that'll help. I actually think it will, right? Unfortunately, of course, we don't have any way to regenerate MP, so we'll run out of it and then, you know, be stuck doing this for ages. Smart. Yeah, just a terrible, terrible build. It's like the music can't believe I'm still in this room, so it just stops playing for me. It's like, look, you're so bad that we didn't realize we needed to keep on playing. Like, that literally happened to me like 3 times this run. I did a room so slow. It's like, we're not gonna let you even listen to any more music. Learn to play.
Are you alright?
Yes.
I must apologize about your confrontation with the...
It's a magnificent creation, and Lord Hephaestus should be proud.
I shall be certain to relay the suggestion. Unfortunately, Lord Hephaestus
Alright, so we'll give all of our Death Defiance back. And we get an extra one of those. At least the huge increase of... Oh my goodness, that's so much damage to give away. Like, at least this huge damage is working, but I'm like, nope, nope, this guy is so tall.
Couldn't do it. Lost too much blood.
So once we run out, you know, it doesn't do anything. Alright, we swap this now. We get rid of Hitch. But if we do that... No, we can't, because if we do that, then we lose the curse. And then we drop 50% damage, even though I desperately wish I could do that.
Aid from a relative of yours. Queen Hera shall be notified at once.
Hades.
Alright, so we finally get an attack boon. It's not good, but it'll at least do something.
What became of Dora's husband, your brother by her recollection? He abandoned her after what happened?
It's more correct to say that your companion Dora finally saw my scatter-minded brother for who he was.
All while you stood idly by and did nothing.
Your words are harsh, but for the most part accurate. Dora remembers now what your own family did. Now, wait.
Wow. One, 1, 2. What? I was running out of it.
Legions on me. Oh, God, your memories are far too short.
1, 2. Oh, no. Well. How did that, like, I don't see how I didn't get out of that. I was running, I dashed, like, whatever. I hate this weapon. It's trash. I think we're gonna die to time. Yeah, I think we're gonna die to time because of this trash build. Yeah, man, awful. This is so bad. This is so bad. Because we're so incredibly weak, and I just don't think we're gonna get out of that, you know? I don't think we will.
Eagle's feather.
Here we swap to the evil eye. It won't be enough. We'll
Delivery coming soon.
buy all of these, I guess. Not that it'll matter. I'm being overly bitter. We might pull... I mean, like, theoretically, we could win. It could happen. You know, it could.
To all our family,
It could.
welcome.
We've got money, we could buy Death Defiance. The thing is that we're so weak that I question, you know, how we're ever going to clear a room, you know? Like, normally at this point in the game, stuff just falls down, and it is not just falling down here. In fact, it is still alive, like, ages after I would normally be thinking everything should be dead. This weapon sucks, and I hate it. It's the worst. It may... No, it can't be worse than, like, the normal axe. It is the worst experience that I've ever had, though, playing with the skull. Just in general, I've had a worse one when I started with the skull, but this is the worst one since I've started playing with it. But I never play with Medea's aspect, because you can't shoot, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think it's good. It's probably the best thing in the game, but I don't think it's good. We're just gonna skip the onion, I guess.
Need to recharge. Rise and serve your mistress.
Alright, and now we're out of MP. So that'll happen, like, and when that happens in the Typhon fight, we're just gonna, what, have to wait for 30 seconds to get more MP? That feels pretty bad. It's just a terrible build. The onion didn't help, but we can't, like, blame the onion for it, right? It's either bad luck or bad play, and I don't know if I want to blame myself or the world, you know? Maybe it's not my fault and I'm not a moron. That's probably not true, though. We're gonna buy all that trash.
More monsters.
Family grows and grows.
Though we might just lose the game here, right? Because if it takes me, like, 3 minutes to beat this thing... Man, what a bad build. Wow, and then we give away all of that damage. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and now we're out of juice again. And apparently he's not frozen anymore. Man, I'm so bad. It's not working out. You know, probably for High Fear, we don't need to take this skull at all. We need to take the Demeter, the Persephone one, where you just get totally juiced up and then...
Darkness guide you.
And then maybe that'll help. But, you know, we're here at the top now. Maybe they'll let us buy a Death Defiance.
That's all I got. May moonlight guide you, Em.
Alright, well, we get a Death Defiance anyway. We click on the wrong thing. Well, we'll take this.
In the name of Hades.
And we'll get a bunch of HP. That's good, because we're going to need it. Alright, so we have a huge MP pool and a big HP pool and 2 lives. 4 minutes to beat him. I mean, we can probably do it with this terrible weapon. We just hug him, and then the explosions, because we'll be up on him. Because against, like, a stationary opponent, maybe it's fine. We need one of them to hatch, right? Yeah, so then we can get it onto our side.
Behold the Queen's wrath.
Okay, so that what did a million damage there? I don't know.
Now get him this exactly as before.
Oh, that thing hit him for 2,600. That must have been what helped. We can keep rezzing him. Yeah. Alright, good stuff. Even with this terrible build, all you gotta do is become a necromancer. So I'm pretty sure our summon dude did more damage than us in this fight. Yeah, we win! I don't ever want to play with this aspect again. It's probably the best thing in the game, but I hate it. It was also a terrible build. It was just a bad run all around. But hey, you know, 20 fear, so what are you gonna do? You know, it's, don't look at it under a microscope. Just say, there's the testament to night fulfilled. You know, that's the highest. We got to turn it up for the skull, and we did it.
It takes practically all night.
A terrible run, though.
Princess of the dead to clamber to the highest point upon Olympus, but as often is the case.
So we do see, though, that Night Bloom is likely to be worth a ton of damage in the Typhon fight. And it's fine in other places, too. It's not as flashy as some of the other ones are.
How can this be?
But that was the first Medea skull we ever got. So now for this Bearing Dark Gifts, we've just got to get the weird torches, and then Thanatos and Nurgle axe, and then the Hell skull, which, you know, we'll try to make them part of the rest of it.
You must know something of the Nocturnal.
Mother Nyx knew the fickle nature of the Olympians and the fate-forged weapons.
But I care more about getting the testaments done than I do about
she desired a set of
taking the aspects we haven't taken yet.
The realm itself was in upheaval.
I suppose there ought to be another set of weapons forged to keep these in check.
Now you are being humorous, Princess.
I wasn't. Fair trade.
Oh, look.
Has anyone ever told you you look a bit like your mother, Nemesis? Having met her, I can see the resemblance. In fact, when I first saw her,
No, finish that thought. When you first saw her, you what?
when I first saw her, Look, I was taken aback by her appearance. In a positive way. She was like if you wore an elegant gown and gave your brow muscles a rest.
Was your idea of a compliment? Nobody wants to look like their mother. Don't look anything like mine anyway, except maybe the hair.
You look so much like your mom, Nemi.
Just like my mother, which I thought was very kind of her.
Think she and Nyx get on as well as we do?
They couldn't possibly. children.
How fares Medea on the surface lately from your...
Lady Medea does seem very much at home amid all the death and decay, which...
My concern is only for her well-being, and it sounds as though she's all right for now. So long as her research does not come back to haunt her anytime soon.
I'll be checking up on her.
Alright, do we have any that want us to go downward?
Do I dare?
Jetpack Chronos 20. We can just do like a simpler run with the knives. Just an easy little... I'm like, where's the last point of this going to be easiest from? You know, it doesn't add up, but we'll get these. Have we taken all the knives? Let's just check the old... I think we have. I don't really have a preference for them. I just don't like Morrigan because it slows it up. Pan's pretty cool. You can throw a lot of knives with Pan.
The aspects of the nocturnal arms.
Melinui's cool for, like, backstab nonsense, but I like Pan. Just getting on through. Alright, alright.
With the grace of the moon.
Be an easier run than last time for a number of reasons. Won't have to eat the onions, won't have to avoid the onions.
Before you go charging off to battle in glory once more, please allow me.
So...
Yes.
So for the knives, what are we dreaming? Like Harry, Ares... We're gonna need to get some damage on it, because they are weak native.
Zeus's lad, you know, glory of Hera. I should be honored.
Alright, on the special, sure. They'll do more damage, they'll inflict hits, that'll be, you know, a move. Here we're just hoping for something to zoom onto him even more.
Him again.
The gods must want for what have we here?
Give me my money.
Truly a feat.
And we'll give him an ambrosia, that'll make him mad.
I wasn't what you thought. Neither are you what I expected, sir. I'd heard tales of your exploits and surely never seen so fierce a...
Ambrosia, you would take me for another god.
I want you to accept that there are gods and goddesses who hold you in esteem.
Now you're onto something, sister. Well, if and when the rest of the family gets around to accepting your terms, let's all share this bottle. I'll just hang on to it for now.
Until then.
All right then.
I'm like, why can't I leave this room? Oh, the hammer. Alright, so special will melt armor. This is going to help out a lot for the whole run. Attack for backstab would be real good, too.
For Limandoros. Oh, good.
But just being able to throw the dagger back and forth a few times and get it all the work done that we need, that'll be, you know, that'll be worth it. Alright, so
Quick overview.
Ares on the special or Hestia on the special would be fine. But we've already got Hera on the special, which means we want a Hestia cast. And then like an Apollo cast to make it, you know, accelerate out.
Not a chance.
That Eris keeps on getting in your way.
Ghastly thing. Greater might.
Alright, so might as well try to get this on the auto attack.
My dear mother, the Queen, is careful not to show any member of the family undue favor.
The Omega move for swords, I think, is capped at like 1 per hit, so like it doesn't really go with we want to hit them a whole lot of times with the move. Focus here. Artie! You know, this is a much more charmed run than the last one was, but of course we also are at 10 less fear, so less important. Well, you know. The real thing is just, well, the onion, which didn't matter over much here, right? You know, the dash, I mean, I guess it's fine. Really, you know, it's just that we rolled moves that were better for this build here, and that I understand how to use this weapon.
His own waking phrase one time for a hidden aspect of a bow called Coronacht, which stepmother once used.
Oh, truly? And what else would you say he did better than me, Artemis? Certainly he had more charm, but could he sprint faster than me too?
Wow.
Absolutely much faster. Anyway, I'm pleased to have seen each of you.
Specials can do critical damage, but we prime 40. I mean, yeah, that seems good.
You have it. I was never here.
Yeah, it definitely seems good.
I accept this gift.
Alright, so Apollo and Hestia here. We're hoping for an expanding boon from Apollo or from a... No, we go to Hestia first to try to get the regen boon off of her, and then that'll make it more likely to get one of the other things we want from Apollo. Because we need an expanding ring. That's going to be, like, that's really going to pull this all together. Now, Flash Fry is very good, but I think... All of these are very good. I think we'll just go to level up the power, right? Because that multiply, that's going to be, you know, that's already like a big percentage, like 15% on special damage out of the base. Because that's like raw damage numbers added to it. And whether or not it happens before or after the calculations, it's still a lot of a chunk. And it'll go up as we go. You know, hopefully we can get the dream here. Because, well, we won't have, like, the Demeter slowdown that we crave in a build. You know, we at least do have Punch and Scorch.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Alright, and then here, I think we want to go with... Well, Cast Expiring would solve all those problems for the rest of the build, and they would stop trying to give us those abilities from other people that we wouldn't want it from. But coming out with 390, which is awesome. Bunch of money. Scorch doing damage faster. I mean, that is pretty good, but it'll just... I think we'll go with the Blast here. Scorch doing damage faster is amazing if you have, like, the Aphrodite tie-in where Scorch doesn't go down. Then it's wonderful, but otherwise you want Scorch to be stuck on there to be the curse that's increasing your damage.
Yeah, well, I like the play of the family resemblance just in case. Though I'm glad he's not my pop neither. Otherwise I'd be about to eat my own cup.
Best think again.
Yeah, because here, now we're fine. You know, the days coming in clutch several times saved me for some damage. And this build's already basically online, you know. We've got good damage coming from it. Now, what we want is to get the Hestia boon that is point-and-click fireball cast, and then we're going to be able to be much safer about all this nonsense. But we're about to start to get a whole lot of nice stuff here, as we are going to make, you know, about 1,000 gold out of this keepsake. It's such a good keepsake. It's just, like, when you think of, like, the Charon card, which is great, you know, 150 gold, pretty good, but then, like, the ceiling on this is so high. But, of course, you've got to subject yourself to the RNG gods, the RN gods.
Needs to be set.
Here we transform that. We'll sell something coming up. We want enough if there's a mid shop to be able to buy a boon plus whatever, you know. Typically you only need a boon, but sometimes you'll get like a hammer or something. But here with this, maybe we'll just go to the transforms again. There tend to be plenty of minor rewards in this zone, which, you know, really helps out when you want to sell them. Alright, so infusion boost, but no, we'll take travel deal. This one is going to be worth a lot of items over the course of a run. And we'll sell this reward. That's the thing, like, sometimes you make a minor reward a major reward, hoping that you get, like, a heart. You can get a boon, you can get all sorts of stuff out of it. And then, you know, you get a bad major reward, like MP per jit, for even more money. Godfight boon, oh yeah.
A clever move.
All of these are bad, right? No, I can see a plasma build having work, but my plasma builds are never going to work. But the Blade Rift is nice, you know, if we think to do the Omega move. But at least we got armor sundering on our special, which I had forgotten about. But, you know, that's going to help us out a lot as we continue on.
Oh, enough of this.
Alright, and now... Alright, so we don't get what we want. No mid-shop, it looks like, but it's always nice to see Cersei.
Fingernail. You're just in time. You have an animal familiar there, Puppet. Oh.
Madam Cersei, this is Freenos, my dear friend in whom I always can confide.
Oh, veritably, yes. Although you mustn't try to skip through the experience of discovery along the journey you were on. But perchance there is something I might convey.
Alright, so... 15 HP and 50% weapon damage, or 10% movement and dodge. Let's get big.
Isn't it marvelous?
I'm Titan-sized.
I'm a big old girl.
The ship's home.
I mean, it could go somewhere good. Probably could have taken the pomegranate to sell it, but we will have enough money, right? Even with the additional thing, which, when you have the Chronos timepiece, I think that additional item for sale in the shops via Hermes is probably one of the best boons you can get access to.
Time to abandon ship.
And here, we have to beat these guys without getting hit, which stinks, but maybe we'll do it. Hey, and we do it. Totally worth it.
This way.
Oh yeah, We could give him a gift.
I wonder, Lord Ares, when more...
I wonder how long it's going to take me to get to the prologue. The epilogue, rather. The prologue happens before.
To fight that most determines how quickly they die.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Her voice is so deep. Oh. Alright, double damage chance on foes with wounds. Good, good, good.
Chance for me.
Okay, and here we can get an Ares boon, and then we'll get another boon afterward for sale, which is going to be so good. Alright, so... Plasma? Sure, why not? Give me Fireball. They give me huge dodge chance that doubles against Scorch, or huge damage on lone foes. We'll take the huge dodge chance, right?
Sort of regular routine. Off we go.
You know, the daze plus the dodge, pretty good indeed. Sometimes when I look at this, I'm like, maybe I should start trying to play with strength, right? Because if we just took less damage the whole time and did more damage the whole time, sure, we wouldn't have the Death Defiance to back up on, but, like, I mean, that's got to be the way to play, like, you know, for speed and power. You just got to get more confident. And, you know, not make mistakes. But when you take 40% less damage, right, you know, it's, depending on your build and like whether or not you're getting HP back and all.
That's that.
And I always roll with Freenos these days, which, you know, probably one of the other beasties would be better, but, you know, it eats up missile shots, he gives me hit points, he's a good companion. Take the hammer, roll the dice. Because we could take the fleece. That'd be good. We'll just do the old hammer. Skulking Onslaught, which is gonna be backstab damage. Cool.
Looking forward to this.
We still have 3 more boons to sell from Kronos, from the Kronos keepsake. Yeah, that big backstab damage, boy oh boy does it help. Specials do 20% more damage, and it fires 3 more shots. Well, that's going to be a whole lot of shots, all right. Now, potentially we could have went to Hermes for, like, the dodge chance boon, right? But here, if we just get the fireball, then, you know, all the dreams come true. An average amount of the dreams come true.
get a real fire going.
Oh, an Apollo and Hestia boon.
Dear Lady Hestia.
Oh, this is Warm Breeze, so when they miss, we'll get some life. Yeah. That seems good. It seems really good, actually. Wow, 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 that's so much damage. Stop letting him hit me.
A gift.
Brutal stuff. You know, when you fight him and not the other one, the Talos one, it's a lot easier. Cast expanding, yes.
Ah, yes.
This is what we want. Here we go. Any spell that has improved potency and is drawn to me automatically. That's just what we want to see. If you get this one, it's fine. But I guess you gotta have, like, a wound effect and then, well, I mean, I thought you had to have, like, one of the other plasma effects, but if you can get it just here, then, you know, then maybe plasma can be okay. You know, if you get it in without sacrificing, you know, some other effect. Because actually, now with the plasma being legendary, we're gonna this whole build's gonna turn on. We're gonna attack so quick. We're gonna be so graceful and stylish. We're going to be swimming around with the blades. This is really late to get a hex, but we might as well grab one. Who knows what it'll be? All right, so Lunar Ray could get the Apollo thing. We'll just take Wolf Howl. Wolf Howl will give us invulnerable frames when we jump up.
Blast.
Yeah, that's I think we're gonna be able to just light up the foe when we throw all of our knives. Oh, and my lady's showing up. And now we can actually take one that's not related to just staying alive. All right, so we're just going there because getting armor off of the jump would be good.
Some strange spell at work on you, for you seem different than before.
I am very tall.
More substantial.
It's a blessing, or at least I think it is. The craft of Madame Circe the Enchantress, whom I encountered on my voyage here.
Oh, her I do recall. She once created quite the predicament for a mortal seafarer whom I intended to protect. No one I think you'd know.
No one you think I'd know. Oh, I know him.
Behold my power.
Alright, so special. This is the coolest thing. It's so useful.
Onward then.
Actually, I really loved the Athena boons in the first game. Although deflection is a little bit too good, you know, for the dash compared to other stuff. But, you know, I and everybody else just wanted the Poseidon dash anyway most of the time. Alright, here we'll sell the nectar. Yeah, this is brutal stuff. You know, and that's even with the Hera, which I consider to be like a not ideal thing for it, because, you know, sure you get some hitch, but, you know, anything that did, you know, anything that did anything from it, Poseidon would probably be like 1,000,000 damage compared to it. Here, oh, we can't even, yeah, we'll transform it and then purge that. I'm like, we gotta use these abilities. We've gotten so far with taking all of the stuff, but there we go. We use that one at least. And here we'll get this Ares one, and then... Alright, so this will...
Peace can wait.
There we go. Cast aims the fireball. That's what we wanted.
Always use more.
And we're buying all of the stuff because, you know, we're buying all of it.
I knew it. You who condemn me as a criminal.
My own increasingly strong sense of foresight indicates you're going to tell me no matter what.
I gave mortals nourishment, the meat they would have sacrificed to you. They needed fire then, and more. But you... Let's go.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that gets it done all right. 3, 2, 3. That's a lot of damage. Alright. 1, 2, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 2, 3, 2. It's just so much work that it does, yeah! You know, see, this is my idea of a good time. Not that skull earlier. Throwing 15 knives. Even getting abilities that I didn't even want, except for the Hestia cast, you know, it all works out. But I've also played a lot more runs with the knives than with...
Fear of the realm spreads.
Those others. But there we go. We complete the Testament. Now, of course, we want to beat Kronos, but we don't have to. Or Typhon, rather. Oh, yeah, we'll take the Fleece here, I think. Hermes Boon, Hex Upgrade. Why not, why not?
Hello and goodbye.
Another possibility.
Yeah, it only does about 1,000 damage. Way more than 1,000. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. You know, that's everything coming together to do its work.
That's what you get. In the name of Hades.
That's the Fleece and the hammers and the hammers and the hammers and the hammers. That's all of it coming together, baby.
Stronger. Next floor.
Yeah, I guess we can just slow it down. No biggie. We're about to be at the end, right? It's just like one more room. One more boss and then the shop. Sometimes if you're like, oh, I haven't seen him for a while, that must be safe. Wrong. But hey, we get the... thing about this build is it's got the ranged teeth, right? It gets the work done without having to get in close. And the... I mean, I know this is 10 Fear and we just did a 21 right before it, but I'm like, man, this is going a lot better. We'll sell this for the 500. Figuring that at this shop we'll be able to get something that's more advantageous than that. And we will. Alright, so we'll... if we buy the rare boon, we'll get another rare boon. We'll purge this for the money. Buy this.
Accept this message.
Give me HP back? I mean, none of these matter, right?
A boon awakened.
What a pleasant surprise.
Greater strength.
And we'll just buy all the stuff, because why not? And, you know, we're going into the fight with a very strong build that will very confidently just blow the doors right off. There we go. You know, pretty quick. Not like instant, but pretty dang quick.
This mountaintop belongs only to gods.
Lord Zeus.
Keep fighting him.
Alright, there we go. Because that's the real measure of power in the game, right? Is if you can cycle that one. I mean, it's not. It's whether or not you can beat the boss before he even does one move. But my measure of a build being good is if you can get him on the cycle where Zeus has him disabled without them getting to get back up again before the next phase. But we're just gonna... swing it in from the top rope, and there we go. Clean. Give him the old stabby stab in the tongue. Yes, indeed. He said it. He said the name of the thing. Yeah. Alright, there we go. We did 11 fear rather than 10, but 10 was the break point, right? And then, yeah. So we see the damage that we did. You know, a bunch out of the cast Scorch, but fundamentally almost all out of the Omega Special, which is just what you would expect. Not as strong of a build as we've seen in the past, but strong enough to get all the way there. Another Testament of Night fulfilled.
Beyond that besieged precipice, the Princess of the Dead discovers all the splendors for which Mount Olympus is well known, and she partakes of them, including an express trip back to her more modest home.
Return to Shadow now?
another eventful night.
But all right. Wonderful stuff. I'm going to go ahead and call the session here. Take a little break, get something to eat or whatever. I'll be back on later on today playing other stuff. I don't think anybody's even watching, but if you are, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Hope you've enjoyed. Maybe if you're watching this in the future, you're learning how little I know about the game and nothing else. But perhaps I'll see you in a later streamer video. See you guys.